That's all right.
So I will participate via phone. Sorry, until we figure out what's going on.
That's okay.
Mrs. Gibson, you can pass it to Alan. He's here. Alan, Mr. Gunderson.
Okay. Are we saying hi already? Because I haven't said anything yet.
No.
We're just going in order of introductions. Yeah, no, we haven't started.
Gotcha. All right.
All right, Alan, you're passing the baton to Mr. Liberty. After you introduce yourself.
Okay. Okay. Right now?
Not right now.
We haven't started yet, but we're just
Sorry, figuring it out.
So Gladys is going to introduce you. You'll introduce yourself and pass it to Mr. Liberty.
Wonderful.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming.
hello.
Now, I
I'm
just
so
want to
excited you're here.
that this session is going to be recorded for those kindergarten families that cannot attend today. We'll be starting shortly. I think I'll give it maybe 5 more minutes. And let's see. Mr. Liberty, you're going to pass the baton to Mrs. Organis. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. We'll start in just a few minutes.
There you go. Now you can talk.
If everyone could please go on mute, that would be wonderful. Including teachers and students, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Mrs. Yudao. I accidentally got cut off. So, hello, everybody. So good to see you all. Hi, everybody. So good to see you all. I'm so sorry about that.
No, you're fine. Thank you. I'm glad you're here, Maureen.
Oh, thank you. So, was everyone going around and introducing?
We haven't started yet.
Oh,
Great. All right, I think we can get started now. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm Mrs. Yadao, one of the kindergarten teachers at Sauganash School. Welcome to Curriculum Night in Kindergarten. We are so glad that you are here. We have prepared some slides for you. Again, my name is Mrs. Yadao, and I have been teaching at Sauganash School this is my 15th year. I taught first grade for 8 years, and this is my 7th year teaching kindergarten. I actually grew up here in the neighborhood in Sauganash and attended Queen of All Saints. So my family is still here in Sauganash, so I'm a neighborhood girl. I'd like to pass the baton to my teammate, Miss Sarah Simone.
Hi, I'm Miss Sarah Simone. I'm so excited to be here. This is my first year in kindergarten, but I was at Sauganash last year helping with the first grade team. So, and I love it. And most of you may have heard me say before that I have 2 children that are also been in CPS. So I've been volunteering for years, even co-chairing their fundraising gala. So I've been involved for a really long time. I'm just so excited. And I'd like to introduce Mrs. Jamie Vanecco, our special education teacher.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. I've been a teacher for almost 20 years, but this is my 12th year teaching diverse learners at Sauganash School. And I too live here right in the neighborhood. So I enjoy walking to school and working with the amazing kids and their families. Thank you. This whole neighborhood and community is so amazing with the support, and I look forward to working with you and these amazing teachers in educating your children this year. I'd like to pass the baton, as we say, to our spectacular, incredible art teacher, Mrs. Deanna Kelly. Oh, Deanna, just unmute real quick.
I heard spectacular and I thought, she's not talking about me. Thank you, Ms. Vanecco. That was such a wonderful introduction. My name is Mrs. Deanna Kelly, and I have been an art teacher at Sauganash School. This will be my 19th year. And I really enjoy being an art teacher, and best of all, I get to see the children grow up. I watch them come in as kindergartners, and I cry when they graduate, and I see all stages in between. So it's really an amazing experience. I've been a Sauganash resident for 26 years. My kids are all grown up, so kudos to you parents who are sitting with your kids or somehow getting them in front of a computer so they can do their schooling at home. I just don't know what I would have done with my 3 if I was in the same situation. Great job. I will be having your kindergartners for art class in the second quarter. For the first quarter, your kindergartners have other specials classes. And in the second quarter, which begins on November 9th, I will start seeing kindergarten that week. And so I teach art. I have a graduate degree in mathematics. And so a lot of the art I teach has also a math foundation, which I find to be very important when it comes to 3-dimensional visualization. So I look forward to meeting your children, and I am passing the baton to our amazing technology teacher, Ms. Court.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Kelly. You're so kind. My name is Terry Court. I am so fortunate during this time of remote learning to be the technology teacher and to be available to help you with your technology needs. You guys, from the classes I've been in, you have been amazing parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and just amazing helping the students. And we can't thank you enough for all your support at home. I have been at Sauganash School for about 22 years. It's a school that is in my heart, and so I welcome you all as kindergarten parents and students to a great run of 9 years at Sauganash. Technology has become so important this quarter, or this year, I should say. So I'm working a lot with your students and helping them learn to navigate their devices. Simple things. Muting and unmuting, how to hit keys, when, to click and drag things. so they can start to become more self-sufficient. And I promise you, by the end of this quarter, you're going to see great improvement in just them being able to do this and follow directions. We'll also work on digital citizenship, and we'll start to introduce them to the importance of being safe online. If you are having any type of technology issues, please reach out to me, email me. The emails are on the website, or they will be shortly. And I will reach out and help you the best that I possibly can. I know some of the Chromebooks might be lagging and freezing. We have a couple workarounds or things that we can possibly suggest you to do. You know, I'm there, and we are there to help you as much as we can. But again, we cannot thank you enough for all of your support during this time. And I'm going to pass the baton to Mrs. Gibson.
Thank you so much. My name is Gladys Barrera Gibson. I've been part of the Sauganash family since 2015 when my son started kindergarten, and actually Mrs. Yadow's room. And after that, I became a volunteer for the entire year. And around 2016, I got offered the chance to work with Mrs. Yadow, and I've been working with her ever since. I love kindergarten. They're so fun to see. Love seeing how they grow, how they change from day one to the very last day. And like somebody mentioned, I always cry at the very kindergarten ceremony. So love being part of the kindergarten community. And I hope we have an awesome year. And I pass the baton to Mr. Alan Gunderson.
Hi guys, I'm Mr. Gunderson. It's hard to follow that up. Everyone's like, I've been at Sauganash for 20 years. I thought I had a good run. This is my third year. I've been with pretty much every grade, K through 3 at Sauganash. Really been having a fantastic time helping out with kindergarten so far, and just really looking forward to everything, all the fun we have left to come. And I think I am passing it to Mr. Liberty.
Hi, my name is Ted Liberty. This will be my 10th year with CBS and my 4th year at Sauganash. And I really look forward to working with the kindergarten team. And I do live in the neighborhood also, and I get to walk to work, and I'm happy to be here. And I pass the baton to Ms. Organis.
Oh, hi, everybody. I'm Mrs. Maureen Organis, and I have been at Sauganash. This is my 10th year. I also live in the community, and my 3 children, they all went to Sauganash, and they just received like the best education. And I just love the school. And I was so fortunate to have the opportunity to work in the school, especially to work in kindergarten, because in kindergarten, you really see how much the children develop and grow that first year, and it's so important. And yeah, I'm so looking forward to this year and to working with the amazing teachers at Sauganash and working with all of you and your children. And I look forward to having a great year, everybody. Thank you.
I would now like to pass the baton to Mrs. Christine Munns.
Oh, perfect timing. So just like everybody experiences, I do not live in Sauganash, but where I live, I just lost internet. But thankfully, just in time, was able to come jump on. Just want to welcome everybody. Welcome new families to Sauganash School. Virtually is a unique way to start out the CPS way of system, but just wanted to assure you, you are in great hands. The nice thing about what we do at Sauganash, we've been doing it for a long time. This is my 20th year as being the principal, my 21st year of being at Sauganash, and I've had a total of 29 years in education, teaching grades 1st grade through 6th grade. So would like to welcome everybody. You have an awesome team. The teachers collaborate very well together, which is a beautiful thing, and wish you all the best. So please reach out. You have a great informational meeting tonight. You will have an opportunity. It's recorded so you can review it again, and or if anybody that you know may not be able to make tonight, they know that it will be sent, Mr. Kennedy will send it out in the newsletter. So welcome everybody. Take it away, Mrs. Yadao.
Hello again. I am Mrs. Yadao, one of the kindergarten teachers, and welcome again to Curriculum Night in Kindergarten. Ms. Simone and I have prepared some slides for you, and I will present right now. Okay, so welcome again to Curriculum Night in Kindergarten. We made our introductions. Sarah, you can take it away.
So I just want to echo again all the thank yous, because it really, I mean, I've been blown away with the patience, the support, the kind words, the suggestions, the gentle suggestions. I mean, it has been such an amazing experience just this first few weeks. So I just want to say thank you again. You know, there's technology issues, and everyone has just been kind and patient, and we just are trying to figure out what works best for the students. So, you know, I just want to make sure that we all know that we're just so grateful. All of us are so grateful. So thank you. Thank you so much.
And during this session, if you could please stay on mute throughout the presentation and post your questions in the chat, and we will answer the questions in the chat at the very end of our presentation. Thank you. Also, all the school information can be found on the Sauganash School website, the kindergarten school website, and the Friends of Sauganash Parent-Teacher Organization website. And I listed all of these websites at the beginning of the chat. So if you need to write them down, they are in the chat right now. Also, if you did not sign up yet for Sauganash School Administration weekly emails, feel free to text the word CHIEF to 22828, and all of this information can be found in the chat.
Thank you. So we'll just run through the agenda. We're going to do reminders and announcements, and then we'll talk about the curriculum and the kindergarten report card. We'll talk about weekly homework, which is not required, but we'll explain it. And we'll talk about the schedule of the day and starting our differentiated groups and peer discussions. And then at the end, we'll take questions in the chat. We'll answer your questions in the chat. So hopefully that will help answer questions. And then as we go through, we'll hear more at the end. Thank you. For some reminders and announcements is just to remember to please log into your Google Classroom a few minutes before class to the best of your ability so that we can begin instruction right away. I know like my computer seems to freeze when everyone goes on. So my parents have been really patient for like those first 7 or 8 minutes. But other than that, it's run smoothly. So, but it is nice for everyone to be on right away. And then look through the school and kindergarten website for information if you're looking for information. Look through the classroom stream, our Google Classroom stream and assignments. Just know that during the meet, teachers can't see the stream. So sometimes an aide, a PTO aide or a CPS aide can answer the questions in the stream, but we are not able to see it. So we can answer them after we're done teaching. And then also just a reminder to not give your students the answers. If you're sitting with your students, just try to give them clues, but you know, we're in kindergarten, so we're just trying to make sure we are just trying and making mistakes and learning. So it's okay to not have the right answer because we learn from that too. And you can sign up and find your friends at the Sauganash Elementary School directory by the Friends of Sauganash PTO. And the Envision Math and RAS Kids usernames and passwords are coming soon. I think my families have gone on Envision Math and done the online readiness, but we'll be talking more about assignments for that and the RAS Kids usernames as we go forward. Thank you.
Great. You can find the kindergarten curriculum on the school and kindergarten website. You can see the curriculum maps on the homepage of the website on the right. And on yadawrocks.com, you need to click on the word curriculum. So the curricula of Sauganash Elementary School aligns with the Common Core state standards. You will find everything in detail about language arts, how students begin reading, science, math, social studies, and social emotional learning. So please check that out. I know that you can find it on my website and you can read it on your own. And it's very detailed.
Okay, so the kindergarten report card is based on skills on a scale of 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first through 8th grades receive letter grades. And all the items that we assess can be found on the website under grading scale. So 4 is exemplary, 3 proficient, 2 developing, and 1 beginning, and then not assessed. The example is we don't have a health teacher, so health will not be assessed. So that's how to read the kindergarten report card.
Every week, we're going to have a weekly Tic-Tac-Toe homework assignment. And so this will be found in Google Classroom under the stream and classwork. So this Tic-Tac-Toe homework is not required. We know that you work so hard with your students at home already. This is more of just a challenge. So if you have time, complete as much as you can. If it's really too much for you, we understand. So students do not need to submit the Tic-Tac-Toe homework. You don't have to email us any of the work. This is really just daily practice on skills we have already learned. And it's also a great way to prepare for first grade because in first grade, homework assignments will be counted.
Okay, and so for our daily schedule, we do from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock a.m. We have our morning meeting and morning writing. And then we work on our asynchronous work, and there will be a differentiated smaller groups during this time. From 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock is our specials, and it changes weekly. So you go to your special teacher's Google Classroom. From 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock is language arts continued. We'll have asynchronous work. Our guided reading groups will be scheduled weekly. For example, Group A on Mondays, Group B on Tuesdays, and this is after we're done after beginning of year assessment. So we're doing the assessments now. At 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock is a school-wide lunch. From 12 to 1, we do Calm Classroom. We may do a read aloud or a math share. And then we have our math differentiated groups and our asynchronous work. From 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, we have science, social studies, social emotional learning in differentiated groups, and asynchronous work. And then from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock is asynchronous learning, and we'll be continuing assessments, and it's our office hours when we return emails and answer questions. So we've been just practicing, our class has been just practicing small groups, which we're gonna break out into groups starting tomorrow.
Great. My class did our first breakout room, and thank you parents and grandmas and grandpas and aunties and uncles and babysitters, everybody who's helping the kids to get on that math group today, and we're going to make sure that it's even better tomorrow. So our special schedule for Q1 is a rotation of gym, music, and technology. As Mrs. Kelly said, in Q2, we'll later have art and STEM. And STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And the detailed schedule is on the kindergarten website.
Thank you. I just did see in the chat that someone can only see the thank you slide. Is that true for all of you, or are you? Can I have a thumbs up if you see the slides advancing? Okay, I don't know why. I'm sorry about that. If you can only see the first one. Okay, thank you. Okay, so for daily asynchronous work and breaks on Google Classroom and stream assignments, these are suggestions for what you do during asynchronous work. We finish your daily morning writing, finish Envision Math, and finish any other classwork. For the daily 5, read to self, read to someone, and or listen to reading on Tumble Books. And there's a username and password. We could work on writing, word work on writing letters, words, or sentences, and make letters out of Play-Doh. These are all these suggestions for asynchronous time. Make sight word flashcards, and you can study your sight. The students can study the sight words in different ways, and all of these ideas are on the website under homework and spelling homework. Also work on our 100 chart, or go further than 100. We said, can you write to 1,000?
For those of you who can't see the slides, hopefully Mr. Kennedy will be able to share the slides with you. But all this information is on our kindergarten website. And this daily asynchronous work is also on our Google Classrooms in the stream and in classwork. The Sauganash staff, we differentiate instruction. And differentiated instruction is when students are taught and provided materials based on their ability levels. So as Ms. Simone said, we are assessing right now and placing students into differentiated groups. So differentiated groups are when students are grouped by ability level. So an example of differentiated groups are if students are reading a chapter book, they will be in the same group and read the same chapter book in a guided reading group. We will be reading with these groups while others do asynchronous work. Another example is with students who can count and write to 100 may be grouped together in a math group. These groups are fluid. They will change throughout the year based on student progress. So if students are doing really well, they might move to a group doing more challenging work, and this will continue. Students will continue to move in their groups throughout the year. So we feel that breaking up into smaller differentiated groups will provide more opportunities for students to be challenged and more opportunities for students to participate. And our CPS and PTO aides and other teachers will be taking differentiated groups after our assessments, which have begun.
So we're also going to start peer and family or assistant discussions. So we're going to model how to do that. The teachers are going to model to the students how to do this. And what we're planning on doing is we will unmute 2 students who raise their hand, have them discuss the topic for everyone to hear, so we can practice not just talking to the teacher, but getting our friends' ideas and asking our friends questions as well. And then other students can build on that discussion. In differentiated groups, students will have more opportunities to engage with their peers. We've tried this a little bit, but it'll be more. We'll be doing it more and more as the weeks go on. And then we'll also ask students to discuss the topics with family members or whoever's helping them, so that we just get used to really delving into these things.
Yes, and in my class, we've started peer discussions, and they've been going really well. We've been teaching students how to speak nicely to each other, to say hello to each other, share their ideas, and say thank you to each other for sharing their ideas. Also in my classroom, I've been having students talk to whoever is helping them. They can also talk to the adult with them. So Bernie's Book Bank was gracious enough to donate hundreds of books to Sauganash School. And our aides were so wonderful. They have collected books for you to pick up, and there will be in plastic bags for you to pick up. And we've also prepared some worksheets for Q1 for you to pick up, as well as math manipulatives. So you can pick up your book bag this whole week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay, so thank you for listening, and hopefully that answered some of your questions. And we will take some questions in the chat. And yeah, thank you again. Like, I'm looking forward to things getting better and better every day.
Wonderful. All right, let me scroll through.
So, yeah. We had a question about where do we pick up the book bags, and they're outside in front of the main entrance. Thank you, Mr. Gunderson.
So it says, will kids be split up into smaller groups going forward? Yes, they will be. So in guided reading groups will be about 6 children. So my hippopotamuses, that group, might be pulled every Monday from a certain time to a certain time. So we'll be reading with those students. So we will have small guided reading groups, about a group of 6 or 7. So after we do our assessments and figure out what groups students will be in, we'll figure out what books are appropriate for those groups. We will be having smaller groups. Yes, we will be. Okay. No. Yes, we can tell you when to pin and unpin. And I know that in my Google Meets, Mr. Liberty has been really great. He has been adding in the chats to pin me. I've also been saying verbally, like if I'm reading a book, you can always pin me. And you do this by hovering over my picture, and you will see a picture of a pin. You just click on it, and then I will be bigger on your screen. And you could also unpin to see the whole class. So we as teachers and our PTO and CPS aides will be reminding you to pin. The best time to really pin is during read alouds, and whenever you want as well. Did we get a sense of what they were supposed to work on during the day? So what they're supposed to work on during the day is asynchronous learning. And I know that Mr. Liberty has also been putting in the chat what students should be doing. So not only do I give the directions on my slides, not only do I say them to you and describe them to the students, I'll also check for understanding and see if the students know what to do. And Mr. Liberty and Mr. Alan Gunderson will also be typing in the chat what students will be doing as well. And the asynchronous work, again, is on our Google Classroom. And thank you for your kind words.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Okay. I'm sorry about the slides. Hopefully we'll get
I see that someone asked about if someone isn't getting called on, if we can see sometimes, and any suggestions. So I feel like I can see all of my students. And we'll be aware of that and make sure we're doing a good job of checking in on everyone.
So something that I do, today I have a check-off list. I have a list of all the students, and I just go right down the line and I put a check next to each student to make sure that I call on every single student. We also have sticks with numbers on them. And so in my class, I have numbers, and I'll pull the sticks to make sure I call on everyone. But today, what was successful for me was having a checkoff list of all my students. And every time I called on a student, I put a check mark. And so today I made sure that I called on every single one of my students. So that's two ways that we will do that.
Thank you. And the next question was for me, about, we've been assessing students Ms. Sauganash and I have been assessing students just by themselves. And I definitely can let you know when that is for your child. It's not necessarily something a grown-up needs to be with them for. It's just, we're just assessing their letters, but if you'd like to know, I definitely can let you know.
Where do we pick up book bags? You can go to door 1, which are the glass doors facing the field, and all the bags are in alphabetical order. So again, you can pick them up all week this week between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. And your child's name is on the plastic bag. Thank you, Mr. Gunderson, for answering that question. I know you were due, okay. I know you were doing 1 on 1 time. And Ms. Simone, did you answer this 1 on 1 time with the children?
Yes, I did answer that. Hopefully, thumbs up. I'll let you know when we're gonna be with your child so you can be there too.
Great. Yes, we can, Mrs. Stavrakis, we can put in the stream of the Google Classroom what we'll be working on for the week, the theme, and we'll be doing that.
And I think Ms. Munns answered the question about the book bags.
Great.
They'll be at door number 1. If you can't make it during those times, maybe a neighbor could pick up the bags. They're with the meals outside.
Side. Mrs. Schumer, the question about should the facilitator, whoever's helping the child, be with the child at all times? I mean, I would say that yes, it would be best if they were there, if possible, the whole time. We understand that some families, you might be working at home at the same time as helping your child. So if there is someone who can be beside the child at all times, that would be helpful in case they need help spelling a word, need reminders on what to do, or need to be refocused. That would be great, but if it's not possible, we completely understand if someone is not with them the entire time. And I direct students, and sometimes I'll say, go get your adult to find your math sheet. Go get your adult to go to our math breakout room, which is something I did today. So if possible, it would be great to have someone sitting next to your kindergarten student the whole time. But if not, that's all right too. So again, Ms. Stavrakis, the names of the books included in the weekly skills in the stream, we can do that. Sometimes it changes. Like I've emailed you before. Like I'll find a book in my classroom at the last minute and think that book might be better than another book. So in regards to supplies, they should have all their school supplies ready right where they're working. So if they're working at the dining room table, they should have the brown bag supplies. They should have their math workbook beside them ready to go. All the materials in the folder that we sent in the brown bag as well. They should have their markers, their crayons, their pencils, everything ready to go. So you want to have a consistent place where your child is working and have all those school supplies in that consistent place and ready to go. So all the school supplies that you bought and everything that we've given you, including the plastic bag that you will be picking up. So have all of that ready and on hand. Yes, thank you for that comment, Mrs. Munz. That the adult can back away once the student is more independent. Sure, we can read the book. I'm not with her to know the book titles. I guess
that I could speak to. We could maybe do it after we read it. We could write down what we read, because just like Mrs. Yadao said, like sometimes I haven't planned to read that book and I just pick a read aloud because of how the discussion was going earlier. It's kind of some of it's spur of the moment. So I could write down the books we read so you could read them with her after.
Great. If anybody has any more questions, you can go ahead and add it in the chat. I'll wait one more minute. If not, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you again for all your patience with our technology issues. We really appreciate you working so hard with your students, and we wish we could be in the classroom to teach the students. It's been really great getting to know your students. As I've been assessing the students with Mr. Liberty, it's really nice to see your students' personalities come out when I work two-on-one with them, when me and Mr. Liberty are testing the students. So it's wonderful to get to know them, and hopefully soon we'll be right back in the classroom to teach in person. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and thank you for all your kind words. I've been receiving really great emails. So thank you for recognizing that we're working so hard for your students. And yeah, so we're enjoying it. And it's a struggle with technology, but we're problem solving.
We are problem solving together.
So thank you again. Have a good night. And again, if you have questions, email us always. We're happy to help. Take care and have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And thank you, teachers, for coming. Thank you. All our aides and teachers, thank you for coming.
Thank you, everyone.
It was a wonderful presentation, Mari and Sarah.
You.
Well done, guys. You did a great job. So much information and so sweet in your sharing. It's a pleasure to work with you guys, both of you.
I'm sad you didn't see the slideshow. I worked so hard on it.
Yes, the slide, I think most people could see it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So we could see it. I think that once she fixed it, she could see it. So
yeah, I could see it the whole entire time. It was a beautiful presentation.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
I think it might have just been the method or the computer of a few of the parents, but I think the majority saw it, and then you'll post it.
One parent asked in the chat, will we get the results of the assessments? It was at the very end. But.
Oh, I see that, Mrs. Lama. They will get I can email Mrs. Lama.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you saw that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great night, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Pinnico.
Bye.
See you tomorrow, everyone. See you tomorrow. The breakout rooms sound awesome, Sarah. Can't wait.
We'll see.
Mr. Lama, you're here. Can you hear me, Mr. Lama?
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, he said yes.
Oh, okay. So the results, we are currently assessing students from the 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock hour. And, you know, our lessons, sometimes they're short, sometimes they're long. You will receive all the assessments. So during report card pickup time, I am going to tell you specifically what letters your child is working on. So you will know what letters they know and don't know. You will know the sounds that they know and do not know. And we are going to give you all that detailed information with all the assessments. You're welcome. That's a great question. Were there any others? I think that might have been it.
Okay. And then Mari, just to clarify, if students have a doctor's appointment during the day, do they let the school know or let us know, or both?
Both.
Okay.
So they need to call the office and they should email us.
Okay.
And I'm not sure how it goes with the with now that we're digital, but if they are absent, there is an absent form on the school website that they're supposed to fill out and return upon and give to the school upon when they return with like a signature from the doctor. But yes.
Maybe now it's all electronic.
Yeah,
You know, maybe.
Yes. I think emailing us, contacting us and the office is definitely the best route. All right. Thank you, everybody. All right. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
See you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.